a tiny little bit of snow last night. It was supposed to be like freezing rain, but it looks like snow. But just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Some days I literally don't get my first drink until I'm sitting here with you. First of all, I want to apologize for all the text left over from January that's in the beginning of my podcast this month. I'm so embarrassed, but I can't fix it. So, because the only way to fix it is to replace the video, and if I replace the video, then I lose all the comments that I have already. And so people are very interested. I'm very happy people are interested in the lace weight yarn. And so I can't replace the video, which means I can't fix it. But I know exactly what happened, and it's, anyway, it's very embarrassing, and I apologize. Well, luckily none of you are expecting professional production values on my podcast, because that would be, you know, silly. So, anyway, but I feel like a jerk. I'm so sorry. Anyway, good morning. I'm embarrassed. But seems like lots of people want the lace weight yarn, so I'm so glad about that. I was afraid nobody would want it, and it's a really beautiful yarn. So there you go. Other than that, which was very annoying, yesterday was pretty good. Watched some Olympics. I did not have my crafting with Christy last night, but I did work on my, it was kind of a last minute change of plan, so I had started actually working on my drinks shelf beforehand. And look, it actually has a title now. Grab your drink. I'm having trouble. Grab your drink. And I did some of the, it's hard to see, I did some of the glasses for this week, but I didn't put any colors in them. So I was stitching last night, but I can't stitch during the Olympics. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, but I might stitch more. I was really enjoying the stitching. I've been a little out of stitching, other than, well, I mean, I stopped my other temperature library back in the summer, so haven't really done very much stitching. So I was really enjoying it. So that was fun. So anyway, I made progress on that. I did work on my socks, my jack socks a little bit. And then I worked a little bit on the Musselburgh hat. So I worked a little bit on 3 different things, which has not been part of my crafting situation lately, is doing so many different things. I even spun for 2 minutes, but then I decided I wasn't in the mood. But anyway, so I'm not sure what we're going to do today. We might have company today, because Aura called this morning and said her heater stopped working last night. Now her heater guy was over there replacing a part on Thursday morning. And then last night it stopped working, but they came over and they couldn't fix it in the middle of the night. So she was waiting for them to come back today. She has a space heater. She says, it's not too bad in here. It's 55. So, but space heaters make me a little nervous. But we have a little radiating space heater, which feels a lot safer than a lot of space heaters. So we will take that over to her and, you know, go and see how she's doing. She's going to call when the furnace guys come. She just called us 10 minutes ago, so she's fine. But if it gets much colder over there, we'll bring her over here. Someone else can sit over there, and, you know, I've got woolies. I can take my... Oh, and she has more channels than me. He's got more Olympics. Well, we were over there yesterday, and you know, we did some shopping and brought her a few things, and we're over there visiting for a little while. And she had curling on her TV, so we were watching the curling. And I called her later, and I said, I just want to let you know that what you're watching for the Olympics is not the main channel, because I'm not getting any curling on my TV. She's like, oh. So she didn't even realize she wasn't watching the main channel. She just thought they were having a lot of curling on, you know. But there are so many channels having Olympics if you have, you know, like super duper cable. So she's like, oh, I didn't know that. So I hope, you know, maybe she found the other channel and was able to watch the ice skating, which was amazing. And such. So anyway, I can sit over there and babysit the heater guys and wear my woolies. I have to find my fingerless mitts. I don't... Oh, I know where the ones... Juanita made me fingerless mitts a couple years ago, and I know where they are. So I'll be all set. Juanita's the sweetest thing. We shared an Airbnb at the last Rhinebeck that I went to. Some friends got together, including me and Juanita, and that was the one where I locked my keys in the car when we were getting ready to go on Saturday. Yeah. Anyway, while we were waiting, because we couldn't go anywhere because I was the one with the car, and we were waiting for AAA or, you know, whatever, trying to figure out how to get into my car. Juanita just sat there and crocheted me some fingerless mitts. Oh, and they're orange. Maybe I'll change and put on my orange sweater, and I'll wear my orange fingerless mitts. Oh, so I'll be all set. I can sit. I'll bring all my crafts. I can sit on her chair, and her cat can sit on my lap, and the furnace guys can do it, and she can sit over here toasty warm and be loved all over by the dogs. Dennis will make her some hot chocolate or something. So, anyway, I'll call her in a few minutes, make sure the heater guys came. Always something going on. But yeah, so yesterday, yeah, we had a nice visit with Aura for a little while and brought her some supplies, including biscotti, so she was all set. And anyway, so she was good, but yeah, they just put a party on Thursday morning before we went to rehab, so hopefully they're going to figure it out. Luckily, it's Monday, you know. Normally, in the way life goes, this would have happened Friday night at midnight, and so, you know, or Saturday night, and it would be Sunday the next day, and they wouldn't be able to get a part or whatever. But hopefully, they'll figure out the part situation and be able to fix her right up. But that's what I did. I crafted. I hung out with Aura for a little while and I watched Olympics, and, you know, had a pretty good day. Straightened up a little bit around the house, not too much. But this week is a cleaning week because we're having a dinner party for Aura's birthday party on Monday. So a week from today is Aura's birthday, Valentine's Day. Poor Aura. So she never got to go out to dinner on her birthday. Oh, there's too many people, because it's Valentine's Day. Flowers are always twice the price because it's Valentine's Day. But they do have cards that say, on your Valentine birthday. So, In fact, my dad, I was talking to my dad the other day, and he said, oh, we're having a Valentine dinner if you want to come. I'm like, oh, I can't come on Valentine's Day, Daddy. 91 she's going to be. But I don't want to come for dinner there anyway. The food is so terrible. I feel so bad for my parents, but they're just so happy to not be cooking, I guess. Anyway, I'm like, no, I can't come for dinner, sorry. Dennis will be making her one of his fancy chicken dishes, which she loves and Pat loves. So it's just going to be Russ and Pat and Kim. And Aura, and me and Dennis, so 6 of us. But then we'll need the whole table, so I have to clear off the whole table. But it's good, it's time to do my cleaning again. Although I have been dusting in between, so it's not so dusty, but, Every time I do a hard cleaning, it gets a little bit better. Like some corner gets a little bit better. And I'm going to be, taking my decorations down in about a month, so. That's when I'll do the big, really, super cleaning. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to put back in. Or Kim took Aura's decorations down. I'm like, oh, you're all empty. She says, I know. It's so sad. I get the same feeling. I know some people, are glad to get the clutter out of their house. Not me. I love it. That's no shock to you. I know. So anyway. So this week, you'll be hearing all about my cleaning. Oh my gosh. Now don't come back until Tuesday. I'll tell you all about the dinner. And you won't have to hear me talk about all the cleaning in the week leading up to. Mark your calendar for Saturday is our Zoom craft together. 1 o'clock Eastern time, 10 o'clock Pacific time, 10 o'clock in the morning. And we'll get together and craft together. So, if I haven't finished my Musselburgh hat by then, I will be working on that. Because I'm going to give it to Aura on Monday. So, it needs to be finished. But it's going pretty well. Where is it? I'll show you. And I'm really, really enjoying this yarn that Juanita spun. So, and I got it wrong. The yarn that was dyed by Dale, she said he dyed the fiber. And she spun it. So here's the Musselburgh hat from that beautiful yarn that Juanita gave me. That she spun. That was one of the yarns that I showed on the podcast I'm talking about, if you haven't seen the podcast. So I'm so tickled with it. And I got lots, so should be enough. I think this is knitting up like a fingering. And so it's a different gauge than the ones that I made for Dennis and me, because those were DK weight. And I'm doing this on a size 3 needle. I wrote the needle sizes in my notes for the podcast, but I didn't say it. I know a lot of podcasters give all that information. If I read my notes, I might have, but But if I did things correctly, I wouldn't have had all that mess in my video either. Anyway. Alright, so we will be hanging out with Aura one way or the other, getting her a heater, or unless the furnace guys come through right away, getting her a heater over there, making sure she's okay, making her hot broth to drink, and hot water, and tea, and coffee. And if they can't do what they need to do, I guess we'll run the water a little bit, because her pipes could freeze. She's in a mobile home, So she does have insulation on her pipes underneath her house, but run the water a little bit and bring her over here. Keep her warm. Stick her in front of the fire. She'll like that. Oh, and Dennis is making boeuf bourguignon for dinner. He started it last night, so she's going to love her dinner. So maybe we'll just do that anyway, bring her over here and have her and feed her an amazing meal and sit her in front of the fireplace. But I'm hoping they're going to be able to fix her furnace, so I will keep you posted. It's always something. So anyway, oh, and I'll tell you how the dinner is too, because it's going to be delicious. I gotta go. I will talk to you later. Please, please take good care of yourselves. Stay safe and stay sane. Editing Barbara. Just as I was getting ready to upload this video, I got a text from Aura saying that Sean got the part and he's on his way and all will be well. So I don't want you to worry about Aura and her heater. It seems like things are going to be fine. I'll let you know the final verdict tomorrow, but I just didn't want you to worry. Bye.